Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany and today we are revisiting my color swatch book. I started this last year and my intention was to organize all my inks by color. And I wanted to go like in the order of the rainbow and be very strategic in how I'm doing this. I would put S for if it were a sample, and then everything else that doesn't have an S would mean it's a full bottle. I would be mixing brands just to get the colors right. Well, it did okay. I even started to color code like tabs at the top for certain colors, and it was going well. I think I even have a couple videos out for me swatching all these. But then it just got to be too much and I actually couldn't keep up with it. And organizing all my inks by colors, I even tried to go from light to dark so you could see how it goes from light color all the way into the dark colors. And then if I messed up, I would be kind of frustrated. So it was just a lot. So recently, I decided to just swatch by brands. And so I did this off camera, but I was like, oh, I think I prefer this better. It's easier. I can try to kind of keep the colors together, but it doesn't really have to be that way, because if I end up getting another brand or another color within the same brand, then I can just continue and add on. So I'm just going to keep up with that. And today I'm ready to swatch a brand called Birmingham Pen Company. I haven't purchased anything new, although I've really wanted to. I don't know. Their bottles are quite big for the ones that I want, you know, the colors that I've been really attracted to, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on any of them, although they look gorgeous. So we are just going to start swatching. Let's just get into it. Isn't that kind of what people prefer, just to get straight to the point? So I have a water brush, which I find I could see the depth of the color better than if I were to swatch it with my Kakimori dip pen. And it just flows off of a water brush, paintbrush, very well. So I have 3 containers of water here to help clean the brush so that I am not contaminating my inks. And then I have this little cloth on the side you may see here. I'm going to use my dip pen. This is the Iro Utsushi pen. And we're going to zoom in just a little bit. I'm trying a different angle this time around to get more of the light. And I'm just gonna call it BPC. This ink is called Supercell. It's really, really pretty, especially it fits my my personal like for an ink that is dark and a fine pen, and it's so dark it looks black, but then you can kind of see that interesting like pop of light color, and so then that's how you know it's not black. And that's typically what I like to do. Now these inks are about, I would say they're probably leaning towards 5 years old. Actually more than that, I would think. Oops. But these were like some of my staple inks back in the day. Especially this one. This one is one of my favorites. One of the best dark, like gray, purpley brown inks. And they don't make it anymore. or at least not with this name. And I probably have, let me just pick up some of that color. This one's like, I say brown, but I think this one's more purple. So I haven't used these colors in a long time. And I need to use my fountain pen more often, my fountain pens more often, and also buy less ink. But there's just something really fun about trying new colors. And this one has a long name. Homestead Steel Works Slag Gray. And it just sticks to the nib really well. These bottles are, I think they're 30, yeah, they're 30 mLs. I mean, 30 mLs last for a long time, for me, at least. I keep picking up a little bit too much ink in the water brush. You don't want it to oversaturate the brush, and then it becomes really dark and you can't really see the shading parts of the color. So I haven't used this ink very often. I always felt like it was a little too warm. And I wrote the name wrong. It's Fort Pitt. Blockhouse Sepia. But it has some really pretty shading. Now that we're looking at it again, look at that. It's really pretty. I need to try and ink up a pen with this again. This one's pretty. Oh my gosh, these colors are just reminding me how much I really enjoyed them. Look at that. Ah. Yes. So this is Grandview Avenue, Midnight Horizon. Ugh, I spelled it wrong. My mind is just not thinking properly. Avenue. Grandview Avenue, Midnight Horizon. Man, these names were super long back in, I think it was 2016, 2017. They had some really long names. So I have 2 of the Fort Pitt Blockhouse Sepia, just that one. And I think they had sent me 2 on accident, but told me to keep them. I have this one. Ooh, I love this one. I remember this one. It's also very pretty. They just have some of the prettiest blue inks. Okay, Pennsylvania. Whoops. R. Boiler Steam. Gosh, these inks are so pretty. They just look like staple inks. Staple ink colors that everyone should have in their collection, especially if you're more of like a really into the deep saturated colors. Okay, so oh yes, I forgot about this one. I think I have, oh, I did have a couple more. I was thinking, I was like, why is my collection kind of small? And when I think about it, I had a few more, but I actually sold them. So they are in, hopefully in a happy home with other people, and pens and inks. But yeah, some of these other colors I had were way like not something I wanted to have. They just didn't, I would never use them. I tried using them a couple times, it just never worked out. So I was happy to sell them. And this color is kind of close to that, like this Duquesne color, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's kind of an oddball. So Duquesne Incline is this one. And that's it. That's all I have of my Birmingham Pen Company. And I've been wanting to get some more, but I don't know, something just stopped me. I think because of the sizes that they're selling, they're just too much for me. And then if I were to get a different size, I wouldn't get the deal for the ones I wanted at the time. So I don't know. But this is definitely making me want to get more BPC inks. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys thought this video was informative. For those of you who like BPC, you know what I mean. You can just fall in love with their colors. And I definitely need to go back to their website, and I might end up doing that today just after swatching these. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and I will catch you in the next video.